Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our global TV deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one, big him and Joe one stone, and it bring about feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black baby man show and stone, and it bring about feeling to all wicked men. Rasta man show and stone, and it bring about feeling to all wicked men.
Pull it up. Pull up that blood clot. You may say it's an abrupt way to start the show, but these are certainly not my words, because I don't sell Jill for 31 million Jamaican dollars. I certainly don't. These were the words of the MP for Central King, you know, the one who sell the Jill. Yes, while flossing money all over, you know, the drill money. To my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls, good evening. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Kind of going to be a rickety-tickety evening because our country is a rickety-tickety place. Our politics is a rickety-tickety place. So if we get into a bumpy show, I don't see why one wouldn't want to entertain the bumpy ride as if you don't travel on the roads in our country. If you travel on the roads in our country, then you shouldn't have a problem with a bumpy ride, which this show might end up in. So just pretend you're in a taxi in Jamaica and you're on the road. Just get into that frame of mind. So if it get bumpy and you start pitch and toss and throw about, you just work with it. But accept a good evening from me, from everybody. Me now go itemize on this evening. Sorry about that. I don't know when me not in the mood, me not in the mood. But good evening to everyone. Lovely to have you here. Thank you for joining. Welcome. I want to get the serious bit out of the way first. I only became aware yesterday of what Miss Claudette was going through. It is an awful lot for any one person to take on at any time. I didn't speak about it yesterday because I didn't reach out to her personally. So now that I reach out to her personally today, I want to also say to Miss Claudette and her family, my sincere condolences. It is something uncomprehendable. It is something we go through it. We have to bear through it when it arises, but it is something that is difficult for anyone to get their head around given the circumstances. So once again, my condolences to Miss Claudette and her family. Miss Wholeness, quite a popular woman in our country, very powerful, an MP, First Lady, wife of the Prime Minister, head of the legislature, is rather silent, isn't she? At such a pivotal time in politics where it will be one of the most hotly contested election in our election cycle. Miss Wholeness is very silent, isn't she? Given the powerful positions she holds in our country, I think she's rather silent. And I have no reason. And many people are asking, why is Miss Wholeness so silent? I haven't heard diddly squat about Miss Wholeness in quite some time. Just wondering. Now make no mix up. Now create no problem. just wondering, because it's a natural wonder. Because, the Prime Minister is quite a popular man, very popular, to the point where it all gets on the political stage. I thought it was you. You thought it was me. And nobody thought it was the first concubine. Who's the most popular of? I don't know why not write her out. Because she will come to tonight. Because Rhoda said some things, but we're not ready for Rhoda yet. Rhoda said some things. I wonder why these people continue to fool the labor rights, because I refuse to say fool the people. Why these people continue to fool the labor rights? Or why do they continue to tell deliberate lie to their own labor rights supporters? None of Miss Wholeness know of this. But
since
the
my
business
first
of
time
the
on
Prime
the stage and I
Minister
don't know the rules.
reached on the political stage. So under no circumstances, nobody can say a bad mind. You'd have to call Mary Poppins. So, you would have to level the bad mindism at Mary Poppins. Because a good time now, me not hear nobody talk about the Prime Minister kill his life, It's quite some time. Me not hear nobody talk about the Prime Minister kill his life. The garden hole, the yardstick of a Prime Minister. Long time we not hear nobody talk. Here come Mary Poppins, come bust out everything on the political stage. So a Mary Poppins sister, so we're gonna talk. Debbie, how you do? A Mary Poppins sister, not us.
I'm gonna share a little story. Back in 2009, 2010, Marlene and I met at a diaspora conference in Connecticut, and we got a chance to really sit down and share. And I said, I know this is a bit sensitive, but I hear, the PNP has started a rumor that you're the Prime Minister's girlfriend. And she looked at me and she said, no, I'm hearing that it's you. The JLP was formed in 1943 and by 1944 contesting an election. And from right here in your constituency, Minister Homer Davis, the first female member of parliament, at the time, Iris Collins Williams. And that tradition has continued, through Madam Rose Leon, Mavis Gilmore, Edith Bennett, the great Babs Grange of today, and joined by 13 others as members of parliament. The most record of any party, the amount of women serving now in the JLP under Andrew Michael Holness.
Nobody don't recognize Portia as a woman in this country. We don't know what to say all the while. So nobody don't recognize Portia Simpson as a woman in this country. But Mary Poppins go up on stage with it. So Lady She, the first concubine, what we come to tonight, made a statement. Make we show you the done first. Come to me a thing say, me come out here with the intention to cuss bad word tonight. And I may never know say what the Don says. May I repeat? Because we march we way up to Rhoda, said you gonna have $31 million for two around. You still becoming a can't shout. Coming out of $31 million to two around. Right. We're going to get back to Mr. Alonzo Gray's story. And I'm referencing an article in The Observer because in the television interview, Mr. Gray didn't told us he was strip searched by the police. I don't remember hearing that. Now, I deem this strip search as a sexual assault, and I'll explain for you. A strip search is sometimes warranted by the police. It does happen at times, not though in all circumstances. In circumstances which warrants a strip search. I'll give you some scenarios which may warrant a strip search. Say, for instance, a known drug dealer is dealing drug on the street and is arrested by the police, but there's no drug found on his person in a frisk and pat down search. On arrival at the police station, the custody sergeant can authorize a strip search to find out if you're concealing drugs. The same thing as well can happen for weapons or stolen goods. Generally, if you're arrested by the police, before placed in custody, under normal circumstances, you're given a frisk search or a pat-down search. A strip search is exceptional circumstances where warranted, as I explained those few scenarios for you. Now, in a case where your identity have been put out by the police and you turn up at a police station to clear your name, but is arrested by the police, nothing in that warrants a strip search. All you need if you're going to arrest him is a pat-down search. That type of search is enough in that circumstances. He was not suspected of, even though it's murder they put out his name for, but he's not arrested in the commission of a crime or anything like that. He turned up at the police station to clear his name. Now, why you think that person would be carrying weapon, drug, they be concealing a mobile phone, or because in his intention he wouldn't have been attending the police station to be arrested. He would only be attending to clear his name. He wouldn't expect it to go that far. So nothing in that warrants a strip search. Thereby, that was sexual assault by Jamaica Constabulary Force. Strip search is not a willy-nilly thing. That's not how strip search is done. What I would want to know, who ordered the strip search, or if just about any constable can do a strip search at their whims and fancies. Because if I'm arrested in this country, the arresting constable cannot authorize the strip search. The strip search have to be authorized by the custody sergeant, who assumes my care the minute I turn up at the police station. So I would want to know who ordered that strip search and for what reason. And I hope the family would want to pursue that, because this was sexual assault. There was no reason for a strip search. There was nothing warranting a strip search. This was demasculize, is that the right word? I saw the word go demasculize. You don't know what me attack, sir. They're breaking Jamaican young men. We can't call it demasculinity or whatever the word is, or demasculinize, or whatever the word is, but you don't know what me attack. That is what is really happening in our country. The police are breaking the generation of young men that would stand and be robust in our country. So I hope Mr. Gray and his family pursue the government for violation of his fundamental rights. This strip search was not warranted. It was sexual assault committed by Jamaica Constabulary Force. And I don't know why these disgraceful attitude people don't call them out as what they are. This wasn't a strip search, and also strip search go. No, there wasn't anything warranting a strip search. You perform a strip search when there is something warranting that you think there's reasonable suspicion that the person is concealing, whether be drugs, weapon, mobile phone, stolen goods, or something or the other. But strip search is not at whims and fancy. These are done in particular circumstances, and the circumstances did not warrant a strip search. You can't strip search somebody who turn up at the police station for handing themselves. You strip search people where you arrest on the street in the commission of a crime. Jamaica Constabulary Force. When I hear how long me ask, me tell Horace Strong, training is really required. The see the word, I don't know me can't call it, but see the word. Jamaica people need to stand up, you know. You know, hear how me I want, you know. You know, hear how me I want, you know, say this government is getting away with stripping away with powers, stripping away governance, stripping away with rights, stripping away with pride. When they now sell with batty them, I tell with his turn around, skin out and cough. This is what is happening, you know, Jamaica. The government are breaking us because the government have a plan for us. But take it for what it is. That wasn't a strip search. It was an assault. It was a sexual assault. No. I want to go back to the Patrick Allen something. I'm going to go based on the wording from the Gleaner. And I think some people misunderstood this morning the whole context of my conversation. I'm going to use the words again from the Gleaner. If it is not so, Patrick Allen will need to have the Gleaner have it rectified. So let me say what it is. I'm going to read it like Fable Williams so we can all get it. I'm going to read it like Fable Williams so we can all get it. In a rare move, Governor General Sir Patrick Allen submitted, note the words carefully, submitted formal recommendation I don't want anybody to go and say the Governor General is seeking clarity. It's not what the Gleaner says. We're talking what the Gleaner said. The Governor General is not seeking clarity. You understand that? The Governor General is not seeking clarity. The Governor General has made recommendation to the committee. If you don't understand what a recommendation is in this aspect, it would be he would making recommendation as to this is the way I think the law would work best if this is added or this is removed. I'm just giving you an example, right? So recommendation, submitted recommendation, not clarity, recommendation. Take the words carefully. Recommendation, not clarity. So nobody shouldn't go away and say the Governor General is seeking clarity. It's not what he's doing. He's making a recommendation to the Joint Select Committee reviewing the Integrity Act. Here's another important word. Proposing. Proposing. You cannot propose something at the same time seeking clarity. Read the words carefully. Read the words carefully. You've submitted formal recommendation in writing. And those recommendations submitted by the Governor General, he's suggesting proposing legislative. The proposal he's making is suggesting legislative changes aimed at enhancing effective, transparent, efficiency, transparency, and independency of the Integrity Commission Act. Look at these words one by one. What his proposal are aimed at: to enhance the efficiency of the Integrity Act, how the Act works, to enhance the efficiency of it, to enhance the transparency of it. In the transparency order, I don't know if the Governor General recommendation have anything to do with Section 53, where the gag order is. Independency, Governor General. It is independent if only the labor right would leave it to operate the way it operates and hold Andrew Holness to account. So I don't want nobody go walk and talk, so the Governor General seek clarity. The Governor General has made recommendation and made proposed changes to the Integrity Act. If Anna saw it go, him and the Gleaner must correct it. That's what the Gleaner put out. So I saw yourself the story. Because the Gleaner we buy it from, we don't make a profit on it. So it's not about clarity. It's about making legislative proposal. And I'm saying the People's National Party ought to, because Mark Golding attacked Andrew Holness on his page this morning about Andrew Holness' autocratic tendencies. But Andrew Holness left out the Governor General, who the Governor General in our country makes such utterance and intervention on the advice of the Prime Minister. Or if the Governor General thinks he is allowed to do what Prince Charles, who he represents, cannot do, what are we really saying? The Governor General is above Charles, where Charles can't ask for legislative clarity in Britain, and the Governor General should be asking for legislative clarity let's say he was asking for legislative clarity. It's none of his business. If the legislation is not clear, it's none of the Governor General's business. The Governor General in our country is not a lawmaker. It's none of his business. Parliament is the supreme lawmaking body. The Constitution is the supreme law. Parliament is the supreme lawmaking body. If Parliament is so fucking dunce, I might just go south. Because we know they are, especially the majority of the 49. If they're so fucking dunce that they cannot get a legislation which is in operation right, the next place we go to is the Constitutional Court. Because you cannot ask them for clarity of something they put in operation and turn out to not understand it. Everything is going backwards in our country. Just to go backwards, so we're in reverse. The Governor General don't have no place here. Mark Golden, you as a lawyer know that. I have not practiced law. I'm only a legal academic like most or a lot of you. You come out and know a PMP a liar. I mean, you know, come out and rebuke the Governor General. You have gone above Prince Charles here. You, Patrick Allen, who stole the church money and ran off with it, gambled it with Cash Plus and Oland. Yes, the money from East Jamaica Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, you crook. Dr. Bruce Sudan at Chisland Hammer, you till now have no place in our politics. Prince Charles have no place in British politics. It is not his place. Parliament and the courts are competent enough to deal with any legislative brouhaha we have in this country. No Prince Charles, no Patrick Allen. So I don't want nobody go walk and talk the Governor General can do this to government. No, he cannot, and he ought not to. Because we're living in a corrupt, what they call democracy. If you ever hear Prince Charles do that, you would hear where it stops in this country. Demonstration will be at Buckingham Palace Gateway. You would hear how he's not really liked in this country. You would hear where it stopped. So we don't know how thieving Patrick Allen, how the criminal Patrick Allen gone above the head of the pedophile and wrong'uns Prince Charles. Uno don't see it as a problem? You all don't see it as a problem? You all don't see that our democratic principles are being broken down under this government, where the Governor General is asked to intervene in our politics? Uno no find no problem with it? Lord, I want beat on with stinging neck like a wet rag. I don't want break on a bone and I don't want bruise on. Just want irritate on the skin. Everything Andrew broke down. PNP just allow Andrew to just broke it down so and just walk on. So much and I go plan to rebuild one and I come back in PNP. One can fight fit up Andrew for and broke down something. One just make Andrew just broke down a galang so I go fix up it. That means I go start from square one when I come back in because I have to go start by the time I fix what Andrew broke down, I go get around to the nothing for we. We need a robust stand against Andrew. Andrew's a robust criminal. Andrew's a robust crook. Andrew's a robust dictator. So we need robust standing against Andrew Holness. The jellybackism from Mark Golding and the PNP with Andrew and the breaking down of governance and democracy in our country. It's not on. PNP tell me this morning, say, oh, Mark Golding will come out today. Sundown in England and he not come out yet. But he called out Andrew Holness this morning and his page with his autocratic tendencies, with the SOEs, them whatever at Warmington repeat. Not the dirty man there. What the other hooligan is called? Desmond McKenzie. Desmond McKenzie repeat the same bullshit again. Andrew Holness said last night, we are an autocracy or a dictatorship. We are a one-party country, because that is what the Prime Minister is saying. A Prime Minister saying to us that we don't need an opposition. We hold ourselves accountable. The Prime Minister is saying we are a fucking well one-party country. I'm holding. They just have to quote a space. So, you know, like the mental illness in this country, they call it a stupor. But in a Jamaica, we call it silent mad. We call it a stupor, yes, sir. But in a Jamaica, we call it silent mad. Not Golding them just look like they're silent mad, so. When Andrew Holness just a pop down. Everywhere you turn, Andrew broke off a limb off of the tree. Opposition have to be more robust than government. Especially a government where have the legislative backing to walk and mess up things when they want to. The opposition have to be robust. Yes, we know Mark Gold and them don't have the voting power in a parliament. That's why Uno globalists know Sepan. So a long time me I tell Mark Golding, take the country to the street. Mark Golding though only did it when it was politically advantage for him. How do I walk and say, oh, they care about the people? Is it the people or is it their political career or power? We need robust. Her Majesty's opposition, Her Majesty's government advised Boris Johnson, when the Brexit debate, when Boris Johnson was about to reach a Brexit deal, Boris Johnson didn't want to face a debate in Parliament as to his decision. Boris Johnson told a lie to the Queen, advised the Queen to prorogue Parliament or to dissolve Parliament, which wasn't time for Parliament to be dissolved, but Boris Johnson cooked up cock and bull story because he wanted to avoid the debate on the Brexit issue. And straight away, a public figure in this country, Gina Mills, it's Gina Mills, isn't it? And the opposition was a part of the lawsuit, took the government to court. The court ruled unconstitutional, and Parliament had to go back to work. So if Patrick Allen can do this, so one answer to us, Patrick Allen can just get up and dissolve Parliament when he want to? Okay, let me show you one of the upcoming dangers. And this is how the Constitution gives that power to both Prince Charles and Patrick Allen. This election will be a very hotly contested election. Let us say that this election wires down to the Andrew Holness and Portia Simpson 1-seat win. What is required of the Governor General or the monarch is to ask the party who has a majority vote to form government. They necessarily, don't have to follow that rule down to the T because it's a convention, it's not written in law. Patrick Corrupt, Crooked Allen could, if it comes down to that wire, reappoint Andrew to form government all over again. That is the danger to the meddling of the Governor General, because the Governor General has gone political. Not only though that the Governor General has gone political, he has also gone partisan, which is fucking dangerous for democracy. Do you understand it now? Or do I need to cuss a bit more for you to get it? How dangerous, Mad Max, where I laugh about. How dangerous a move this is by the interference of the Governor General in our politics. Prince Charles cannot do it. If the Governor General is allowed to do it, he's acting over Prince Charles. Tell me, how does that work when you're a representative of the pedophile and wrong-uns? Jamaica people, you see, if you don't take up something and read and stop listening to the hope of fuck rip on social media and stop listening to the hope of fuck rip on TikTok, you see, if you don't take up something and read, you see, if you don't take up something and read, this is why people can think, say, the Governor General have place to interfere in our politics. And stop, pay attention to the hope of fuck rip on social media and go pick up book. Or go look for audio book on YouTube, make it read to you if you can't read. Make everybody at a turn fool. Make the country a breakdown and everybody thinks you're something normal. Nobody knows to say this is a threat to the nation. Nobody knows to say this is a threat to democracy. Nobody knows to say this is a threat to freedom. Not even the opposition don't know what is going on. And everybody just sit down, pam, chat out, so. This interference by Patrick Allen is dangerous. I'm going to tell you, if the election come down to a wire, we're going to look if Patrick Allen now going to reappoint Andrew Holness. He has the power to do it, is what the Constitution says. Whoever the Governor General asks to form government, if there is a face-off in the election, whether be the monarch or the Governor General can ask anyone of the party to form government. So don't take Patrick Allen intervention lightly. Make I take a break because I want to go look for my bush them way a boil. Hold on there.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation. Because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone and it break sit aside a rub and cheat. And now first the four. May God, what I sing to you.
Thank you very much and welcome back. This segment is called Me and the Concubine. Is this impossible to curb the amount of seats are uneven? Don't tell me it's impossible. It's what the Governor General, it's the power the Governor General have. Even the one we get 30, the one we get, if one get 32 and one get 31, if one get 30, if they get 31 each and there's a contested seat, the Governor General can do that. You stay there. But this is about us and the concubine. Rhoda said a lot. An awful lot of bullshit, sometimes missing names on constituencies. That's beyond the point. I know when we come to her about, we not even come to her about the people, them man. We not even come to her about the people, them man tonight. We more come to her about what the people, them man do. We she blame the PMP for. That me come to her about. Me come to her about what see her man do. What she blame the people, them for. You know how much time I go listen to? But Rhoda Crawford accused the People's National Party of being the bulldozers. And I think Miss Crawford, should I be nice to her? Miss Crawford, I think that's very, very disingenuous. Very disingenuous of you, Rhoda, Mike Crawford, because we're not talking about slavery here, where you and I weren't alive at the time. We're talking of recent times. I mean, we would say just 2 moons ago. And every month we have a moon cycle. Very disingenuous of Rhoda Crawford to call the People's National Party bulldozers. What the People's National Party then buck down, Rhoda? Nobody from the Labour Right Party they here who can tell me of, maybe the PNP them bulldozer something what we're not aware of, you know. But I'm sure we all saw the bulldozer and Andrew Holness. That is quite clear to all Jamaicans, whether we're JLP or PNP, barring the first concubine of the Prime Minister. Barring the first concubine of the Prime Minister, every JLP and every PNP saw the Prime Minister, Ladybug, you just come. Every JLP and every even the one-eyed Enos's or the blind Bartimaeus's of the JLP, they saw the Prime Minister bulldozers. They cannot say they did not see because TVJ and all of them walk with the propaganda and the rest of we run with it. And Rhoda took to a political stage calling the People's National Party bulldozer. What have the People's National Party bulldozed in our country, Miss Crawford? All right, let me come from a different angle with you. What is wrong with you, Miss Crawford? Educated, pretty, slim, look good. What is wrong with you? Oh, nobody no want you. Nobody now call to you. Who cast the traffic blocking? Who is the cop blocker around Rhoda Crawford? Why nobody no want you? Your name can't call upon nobody but people, man. We can't mind your business, you know. We can mind your business. You're in a public life. We pay you. You're not do nothing. You're there with the people, them man. You come make false accusations. So we can mind your business. Oh, you're so pretty. Oh, you're so bright. And nobody now call to you upon road. What else is wrong with you, Miss Crawford? What else wrong with you? Because if you have to wrong, if you're so pretty, if you're so educated, and nobody now call to you. 14 years, you never call upon people, man, and nobody never hear a soul. You name call upon a man for you. What is wrong with Rhoda Crawford? Andrew HOLNESS, are you the cop blocker around Miss Crawford? Why she can't get no man? Why? Cause she go back cliff nearly most cry, you know. Remember say she go back cliff. Near most cry. Say people say she there with the Prime Minister, and people say she have a bashan for the Prime Minister, and all of them sinting and all of them sinting there. Remember that? You did come out and cry. 14 years, you name a call upon people, man, and up until today, we can't hear Rhoda name call upon a man out of way, and the girl look good and so bright, and nobody no want you. Who is the cock blocker around Miss Crawford? Because there is one. There is one. And we want to know who is it, because Rhoda come out and talk bullshit, and you know, say when you talk bullshit, they go loose. Pauno. What has the People's National Party bulldozed in our country, Miss Crawford? What has the People's National Party bulldozed in our country? Because I used to so. I used to say, you know. And your man alone, we see walk with bulldozer and buck down people, almost finish house in this country. And go narcissistically and pathologic, what the other logical name again? No, so. What the other sinting name when be? Psychopathically. I don't know if a psycho or socio in be, but him are one of the pathically. And Rhoda have the nerve to go up on stage as if they don't think we are listening them, we can hear and we can understand. How could Rhoda come in a crowd with them your nonsense? Yeah. So the People's National Party, they have to defend PNP, you kind of know when me ready for PNP, me ready for them. But this was bullshit from Rhoda Crawford. And when you share bullshit, you must choose Joyce Sandpan if you dry it up. Because this was bullshit from Rhoda. Perform out on the mouth. Perform out on the mouth because you see when they got up on your website, say your achievement is giving away school grant, healthcare grant, providing 9 horse out of taxpayer money, and something or other, and something or other. Those are your achievements. Those are your achievements. Don't know what you have achieved on your back, mind you. If you have achieved anything, you would probably have to go to St. Martin's or wherever Lady Foster Allen put you on the flight to got rid of whatever was upsetting Miss HOLNESS. How dare you speak bullshit in our country.
And then in some constituencies that the PNP held for 30 odd years and 40 odd years. They told us, lead by our example. And we went into those constituencies. And when you look at the work I'm doing in my chest.
You, Miss Crawford. You, Miss Crawford, as the youngest female politician to be elected in our country, is not an example for our young women in our country. And that is sad. Is not an example, because I go tell them, say, get in parliament and freckle with the prime minister and roll up and frolic with the prime minister and make your way up. Even if the wife of the prime minister stalled you at some places, just keep hanging on, you handbasket. Real sweet. That's why I tell you, say, Andrew train the whole of them to become like him. You know, see, all of them, every time them go in front of a camera and I make them have to behave like Andrew Holness. Them have to go on hooliganistic and all of them going in there. Andrew train them all to be like him. Just like when they take them out, they have to talk about the good economy and the first government and the best and the better government. The useless, thieving, wicked, liar, corrupt man.
What we have done is to show Jamaica that when you have serious people, afflicted people, we can transform life and we can transform I'm giving you 2 minutes because I have to go here. Labor rights. Labor rights. Over the last 4 years, you have a member of parliament who was opposition leader, Minister of National Security, and if he has been to the parliament 30 times, 44 years, that would be enough. When I'm not in sickness, because the other day I was admitted in the hospital because my appendix had to be removed. Before I could come back out on the road, hold on, listen, road. I went down
You remember when Rhoda had that conversation with Cliff Hughes when she denied the abortion story? Rhoda had an operation then, didn't she? I wonder what was the operation Rhoda had then. Because this seemed to be a more recent operation, wasn't it, Miss Crawford? Somebody need to pull me back that video of the interview she had with Cliff Hughes, because I'm sure the excuse she gave for the abortion story was an operation, if I remembered carefully. Does any of you remember? But anyway, the lady says she's not well. Who's to say?
the human hospital. After I come out, I had to lie on my home for another 2 weeks. And when my sick leave was up, I got back in the constituency and I got back in parliament. Now we here say the MP to this constituency is here. So we never troubling. But the problem I have is that the other day in the boiling sun, I saw him demonstrating. And my point is to weigh up who was the demonstration.
Oh, it was fibroids then. Okay. Because I knew she claimed to have an operation then.
I am begging you. We are not to get comfortable in this country to the point that you have MPs and because they're in safe constituencies, they don't have to do the work. And it is almost guaranteed that they will go back to burn house. And you have some of us who have to work very hard to get back to burn house. We have to get to the place where the political parties, even in strong constituencies that are safe havens, if we don't have a member of parliament who is not performing, make the party remove them and put in somebody who is willing to do the work. Labor rights on election day. Whenever the election is called, the numbers are here. So I beg you, get up early, go with confidence, and elect Democrat Russell as the people of Manchester Central will be returning me to Barnum House with a greater majority. And I expect
No. You've always heard cow shitting and ox fault, isn't it? Splatter, 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 plop, 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 plop. That bit, this last bit, where Miss Crawford, who lost her 4 division in the last local government election, said she will be returned to Parliament with an even greater majority. What a load of cow shit falling on ox fault.
to see Democrat Russell.
Boy, what else if you drink some water? Drink some water, Rhoda. It might just help you to realize I'm talking to myself here. No one really not hearing me. Because what you were saying, Rhoda, was a load of twaddle. Me see one paper, what they call out Desavine de Vere. But me leave the Gleaner and them lot alone. No hustle. Me I go leave. Who give Upcuffits Henley a pile of shit to put in his mouth before he speaks? Well, I'm sorry for some of them people, yeah. But God help Jamaica. A Jamaica have to carry the burden, you know. Here upon Colin Bell and is it king size or queen size mattress?
The minister said the projection for Cornwall Regional is $23 billion. Did the minister say that? Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no? is going to be the order. Why? Yeah. Hey, Marlon, you're in danger. Go back to check the records. It's all right. Listen. In relation to the projected expenditure. Listen, because we're going just for the clear, is that whatever the ultimate coloration will be is near the end of the earth. It is rubbish.
That video you found Colin Bell Lord Jamrock.
What talk about 23 billion price tag? Yes, it's my projection.
Well, everything mash up in our country. See, even when they take the money, the country money by drill, it's all been thrown around in dance hall. How would the people them name? Yard hype. Me see them call out Desavine DeVere with the behavior towards Mark Golding and the People's National Party. I may have a problem with dunces or Jamaicans and I all don't have no problem with it. Debbie Jervis, oh, you just have come? I may have a problem with dunces or Jamaicans and I all don't have no problem with it. Because I'm yet to hear, because I'm talking about people who have their influence and use it in whatever way. Now, Lady Peter King is a popular dancehall artist. We know of dancehall artists to always get in the political brouhaha of their dub plate and they do their little support here and there. With Desavine's behavior is something totally different we're not used to in our country. The gutter behavior, and then they think they ought to be held to standards. I'm confused by Desavine because I think she's having a meltdown. But the attacks against Mark Golding, the personal attacks, the racial attacks, the cultural attacks, I am yet to hear a major news source in this country called out a popular dancehall entertainer for public racism advanced every day on social media against the leader, directed against the leader of the opposition. I am yet to hear those who call themselves mainstream media called out that level of racism and bigotry coming from a so-called popular dancehall entertainer. Yes, we know he's having a mental breakdown, but he hasn't declared himself as registered mad like me, who everybody know that I'm mad. He hasn't declared himself mad. But we know something is going on, because not even Andrew HOLNESS will want to stay in a power to save himself from going to prison, not having the breakdown. What does Evin De Vera have? I don't know if it's delayed trauma from the loss of Peter King and the trauma just because you can have trauma that lies dormant and something else can trigger that trauma and then you have a full-blown meltdown. I don't know if it's delayed trauma, if it's delayed grief that is coming out now. Why so much anger is directed at Mr. Golden for no apparent reason? Today, that day, me a pass our yard and here she turn up at the wire side under the coconut tree, quarrel to herself like mad somebody. And I say PNP dunce and deplorable. If so be the case, make we turn, because you don't often see we come out here. Sometimes we act mad, but you don't often see we come out here and pulling down our jaws and skinning out like you, the labor rights. It's what you normally do. My problem is, we're going to get rope. It ties so much on the morning after election. Because I hope I don't go over bridge, Labor rights. Labor rights! I hope I don't go by the bridge the morning there, I don't know if we're going to have rope for tie, or we're going to have the amount of people for pull on our back. But a holy pound, ton truckload will be going over the bridge that morning. Me turn up far because no, hold out of my shirt and hold on pan me figure drag me over there, we don't know. Holy pan will be going over there. I can't wait for that morning. Whether Andrew want to call the election for the 19th of July or the 19th of July or the 19th of July. Me don't know what I'm going to do when the morning they come. God know. But anybody have piece of polythene rope? Because polythene rope chang. I even if I have barbed wire, because some of the tough one, them were tough like a crocodile. We can take barbed wire, tie them, and you don't do nothing to them kin, because they're tough. Like the big, useless, overgrown, big-head prime minister won't have. Anyway, my peeps, when I now go to me tomorrow, I'm already having a panic attack. I'm going to take Novocaine tomorrow because I'm removing a wisdom tooth. So, I'm having a panic attack over the needle and the Novocaine already. So, you're not going to see me. You're not going to see me tomorrow. And possible Wednesday, possible similar Wednesday. Carlos would have said they pulled down their pants and shit in the square. Judgment! No, sir. Why may I tell you? It's going to be when next month of July. Yes, the 19th of July, the Prime Minister called the election. So, whether be the 19th of July or the 19th of July, Prime Minister, just make case because Prime Minister, if election of the 19th of July, I figure line up people for the 20, to hold back the people. One would have one rather do, than hold them back or push them. That is a choice, You can hold them back. Make them give you Valium to calm you down. Me don't know Debbie, but me already have a panic attack. Already having a panic attack. But it's either we hold them back or we push them up. You know what we want to push them over? Me want hold them back for them and for staying at the disgrace. Walla in it. Walla in a hit. Ladybug, me try that, but just the fact that I turn up and I hear the tree them start rattling and same thing, there's a problem. God no. Me want hold them back and go over the precipice because me want them to walla in the disgrace of the third term, where the whole of them I have nightmare over, where the whole of them I tear down Mr. Golden over. Believe you me, that morning, labor rights, may I help hold back some honor because me want to roll on a face down in the disgrace and say, see what thief costs, see what dunceness costs, see what corruption costs, see what lie costs. See whether Parliament a turn jackhammer and garden hoe rather than running the country. Cause labor rights. Me want hold on a rub on a face in the disgrace where Andrew Holness create for now. Because I tell you all, your party and your political life and success and future have been destroyed by your crooked leader who all he thinks about is his deep, never-ending, well-length pocket. Can go well deep like the Prime Minister's pocket. That's all Andrew care about. That's why Andrew Holness makes sure that when he walks away from the Jamaica Labour Party, the Jamaica Labour Party is going to be out of power for another 6 to 8 terms. Like going to be out there for 4 long term. It's going to happen again. Because where Andrew Holness has taken the Jamaica Labour Party, no. None of the 49 now, not trustworthy. The nation, not trust no. When Andrew Holness have to go after the general election, it will be a dismal squalor for leadership between you all. It will be a squalor for leadership between you all. And that's where hell will break loose. Wanna make case and bring it on. Not really, Ladybug. When me busy, because this morning today I had an appointment. And then tomorrow I'm having an appointment early in the morning as well. So anytime you see me come on a bit early, it means I have something I have to get sorted out. So I have to come on a bit early. But otherwise, when me free up, me revert back to the normal Jamaica timing wanna use to. But labor rights, I cannot wait. And I don't know what the Prime Minister walk all about and a duck and dive for. I walk all about and a threaten. If we not surrender the country to PNP, it means we not go call an election. Or it means we not go call an election and we go thiefy. Or it could mean we not go lose the election and we go use violence. We not go use violence to take over the reins of power in our country. Which one of them? Which of them, Prime Minister? Because if you now go surrender power to the PNP, it means whatever it is, even if the people say it's the PNP we choose at this time, you are going to do something to make sure PNP don't get power in this country. and your wholeness needs to be stand against by every single Jamaican with every fiber of our being, because the damage Andrew Wholeness is doing to our country is not going to affect PNP and not affect labor rights. It's going to affect all of us as Jamaicans, every single one of us. And that's why it is important for us, regardless of our political party and political tribalism, that we protect the life of our nation and our democratic principles. If we don't protect that, then we ought to be happy becoming Haiti as to the direction we are going at the moment. So if you want to go to Haiti, choose the Andrew Wholeness. If you want to turn back from the road to Haiti, we're going at the moment, then you need to reject Andrew Wholeness at the poll. In media, generally, we ought not to be advising the people where to vote. We ought to give them the information and allow them to decide. But it has gotten to the point where it is our nation that matters first. And we are saying Andrew Wholeness is no longer good to take this nation a day forward. And any given chance, we must, for the life of our nation, get rid of Andrew Wholeness. Thank you very much for being here with us tonight on the Global TV. Lovely to have your support as always. We won't be on tomorrow, but please do join us back on Wednesday. Should be able to start the yappering all over again. Because if Andrew Wholeness thing to say, you're going to hijack us and call the election, there's so much of us out here, Andrew Wholeness, that somebody will be here to clobber you. Somebody will be here to clobber you because there's so much of us out here. And one thing, even when the PNP feel to say it's not important to get up and sing and dance and shout about, us the vloggers will do it. We will do it just like how the Gleaner and the Observer and Madam Mulvina can get up right. Every bullshit will come out of the government and him friend them mouth. You see the paper them write, say this, that, and the other. But you know, I hear them ask the government no question. When it comes to holding the government to account, you know, mainstream media asking the government any question. Everybody just spread the government propaganda and narrative. Everybody blind to the blatant corruption and murder committed by Andrew Wholeness against the people of Jamaica. And they want us to stay silent. We won't. Anyway, thank you and good night from Global TV.
Oh, thy peace, God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear now hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside a rub and cheat, and not first and for make up what I seen to. Make him a throw and stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan! Make him a throw My favorite man. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the day them can sell out Rasta and sell it out and sell out Babylon. They give man show and stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man show and stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead and can sell out Rasta. I sell out, I sell out Babylon. Yes, stop on the Friday. You might go and stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing, you might go and stone and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let them see. You have ears to hear, let them hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one. Big him and show one stone. And it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what's a black big him and show one stone. And it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Rastaman show one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.